Couldn't find my charger. Oh, my hair's not getting touched. I got caught in the rain today.
Oh, bless you. There's loads of you. Hello.
Hi.
Hello there. Sorry I was a little bit late coming on. Oh, bless you. I've had such a long day. I'm absolutely shattered. I don't know about anybody. Oh, God, I look shattered as well.
I was just going to say, you look so tired, bless you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I do, don't I? I can see it in my eyes.
You still look fab, bless. Don't worry.
I think I'm just, I think I'm still recovering from the weekend.
Was it a good weekend, though?
Oh, yeah, we had a great night. Yeah, it was great. But, so Sunday, obviously, I did the giant wrap party. So, I didn't really, I didn't get a lie-in or anything on Sunday. I just had to go straight over to Birmingham on the train. And then, it was like, Black Friday and end of month. So it's just like non-stop, isn't it? Oh God, it's mad, isn't it?
Well,
and all these people are going on a cruise, and I'm thinking they're going to have a nice little holiday. I'm very jealous.
Yes, definitely. They'll have an amazing time, though. So
yeah, and they all really deserve it. So I don't mean that jealous as in a horrible way.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm really very envious that they're going on holiday.
Yes, definitely. I've had a right palaver on with the clothes show, though. Honestly, I've just been past pillow to post, trying the photo passes.
Yeah.
And obviously I need to upload 20 pictures of everyone.
Yeah.
Because we've got to upload Fridays, and then we've got to do swaps on Saturday, then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And it's letting us get so far, then chucking us off. So then I've had to contact the clothes show, who then put me through to someone else, then someone else. Then I've had to get in touch with this technical company, who have then tried to come on and take over my laptop and try and do it. It's having none of it. So then now I'm back to square one.
Oh no.
Can we definitely not go in without the passes, Vicky?
Is that because you've got so many passes today?
I think so, yeah, because we're only entitled to 4 passes a day. And I says, look, instead of the hassle, can you not just give us 4 for each day? No, we can't, because then people will complain. I says, who's going to know?
Yeah. Can't you email them?
No, because we've got to upload them. It's a different company that does it. It's a different tech company that do the photos for them. So I'm going to sit tonight, and I'm going to start again.
Put 4 names in per day, can't you? But they've got to be handed in, haven't they, for the other person to then get them the next day.
To do a swap.
Yeah, so I can remember, so I remember actually, because I usually have 3 people working it per day with one person who is me. I'm usually there just as like a backup. So I work it, but not, as a backup team. But I know the passes have caused me the uploading of them, because they get like, what do you mean you've got like, I've had like, what do you mean you've got like 16 people working it over different things? And I said, well, it's the way we work it. And when I first booked it, the sales manager was absolutely fine about it, but then when it gets to the nitty gritty, you see,
that's how mine's been.
Sales manager that's actually dealing with those problems, is it?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it. The first person I spoke to from taking it over, she was lovely, so understanding, and all the whatever had gone on and what have you. And she was brilliant, and she helped us through everything. And then it goes to a different account, and then you just spoke to her like, yes, money, thanks, bye, gone. They've took your money, and then you speak to a different person who was then in a different place, but I've got everything written down in email. Say, well, no, actually, I've spoke to this person, they've said that. But I'm going to sit on the laptop after here, and I'm going to sit and do it one by one each day, and I'm actually going to record it on my phone on what it's doing and how long it's taking us, because the woman said, take it on your phone. If it's causing that much hassle, let us know and let us see. So then we'll work around it.
Sake.
Am I right in saying that we need car park passes as well, Vicky?
We only get 2 car park passes. So on the day, what she's told us to do is, they'll be picked up on whoever's there on the Friday.
Yeah.
And what we'll have to do is we've got to keep an envelope, and she said we can hand them back in at the end of the day. And I said, but we need them to get out.
I was going to say, you need them to get out. So how are we going to do that?
And she says, don't worry, the guy on security will be fine with that. Don't worry about it. We'll sort that out.
What do you mean? And then he will take the passes in an envelope to give them back again.
Apparently so. What if he forgets? What if he's too busy?
Yeah.
Or it might well be that they don't just have your passes. So it might well be that you've got an envelope and that every day they take those envelopes and put them in. So they might have a system to do that.
Yeah. So it's not actually your physical passes. You take them in and they've got so many given back.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But we only get 2 passes. So what I've done on each day is I've just, because I've had to do the health and safety as well, I've had to allocate 1 person per day to be the health and safety person, and 1 person per day to take the passes back and what have you, and be like, obviously, because we need them the next days.
Yeah.
So we don't lose out on photo passes, and they'll do a photo swap, so then we collect them the next day. There's no charge for that. The only reason there was going to be a £5
straightforward. And the thing is, when you walk out of the place, you do actually walk past where you hand the passes back in. So that is pretty straightforward, to be honest. That's not a hard thing to do.
So obviously, with me being on the Friday, then, Vicky, obviously I'll pick up the car park pass, but I'm guessing we don't need that to get in the first place, do we?
No, you don't need it to get in. So you park up, and then you'll go into so you'll park probably in N3. It's usually in the N3 car park. So it's North 3 car park, and you'll park in there. And then the NEC, literally as you get out your car, so as you drive into the car park, it's on the right-hand side, the NEC is. And
right near
where you get in, and you'll walk into the NEC at the far end, and you walk past, and it's the exhibitor passes and the car parking passes are all down that corridor. But you'll just drive in, park up. It's only obviously is when you drive out that there's somebody on the door, on the gate.
That's where you'd normally pay, is it?
Yeah. So that's where you'd normally pay. But I mean, with regards to car parking passes, what you could do is, if you have got more than 2 cars there, somebody can drive out, and what they can do is they can drive out the car park and turn left, and somebody could be waiting. So you could take your car park pass with you, and somebody could be waiting, and you could hand that over.
Yes, I've got a feeling that I've got a feeling there might even be 3 or 4 of us on the Friday.
Yeah, so I would recommend that probably 2 of you go to your cars and then drive out, turn left. So you'll drive out the car park, you'll have to come back on yourself, but you'll see it's walking out the NEC, and you can literally wait by a little pedestrian crossing, and you could hand the passes over then to them people.
Yeah.
You would think they'd have a bit more lenient on they know how many people are going to be on stands and what have you. If we've written everyone's names down per day.
I find it appalling. I find it completely appalling.
For how much money they're getting.
That they don't give if you're allowed 4 people per stand, there's no reason why they shouldn't have 4 car parking passes. It's just a money spinner.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But me and Tony Ann go down on Thursday. The what, sorry?
I say it's probably the reason why they probably limit the car parking passes is probably because they might know friends or family that are coming to try and get them to park for free. Cause I've got a feeling it's about 6-8 quid, isn't it, to park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but, I mean, most stands have the 4 people on. So, if you said for every single person that had a ID pass had a parking pass, then that would cover that.
Mm-hmm.
It would.
Yeah, definitely. It would make more sense.
There's not many people.
I've got 2 more girls that I'm going on with on the Friday, Denise and Claire, that they've just messaged me saying they can't get in. they need an ID. Is that because they've not downloaded the app?
Eh?
It's the 9-digit number that's on the Zoom.
Oh, right, yes, sorry,
They're
yeah.
saying they've just clicked on the link.
Callum, go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Lucy,
yeah, they've
sorry,
clicked
Lucy.
on the link and that they can't get in.
Go.
No, they shouldn't need the ID number.
No.
I didn't. I didn't use it. I just
Is it because they haven't got the app?
might be.
Do you think they need to download the app?
That's
No,
what
Becky, I just pressed on the Facebook message when that Mel had loaded up last week.
Yeah, I have. I said, you just click on it. They said, I have. It's asking us for an ID.
Right,
My
you need an ID
My
is...
ID just came up as Karen's iPad.
Yeah, I had to put the ID in and it was a 9-digit number.
Yeah, it's at the top.
Okay, have you got it? And I'll
Second, let me...
Callum, go to the toilet now. Now. Oh, this child. He just does not understand that switch off means go to
Oh,
sleep.
God. My iPad... Oh, here we go. Here we go. 4, 9,
Go now.
6,
Now, turn the light on in the toilet and go, please.
9, 8, 7, 2, 1, 6. Honestly, I'm on this and my blinking Facebook's going crazy with people asking for the ID number for this. I've also got a team call for tomorrow night. And
What?
reason I've decided to do the link tonight. So that's going crazy. So everybody's saying, when is it?
I know there's a few people who was going to come on here. Well, a couple of people, but obviously Rachel's having a Zoom tonight before she goes away tomorrow. So a couple of people can't make it because they're on there.
Oh, this is
No,
we've
I've
just recorded all of that. Sorry, just realised that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. We've just recorded all of that. So I was just about to say this will be recorded anyway, which it will be. But they've got all of our chatting about the parking as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Why don't you just cancel the recording and start it again?
Could do, couldn't I? But then maybe it's key that they hear about the parking.
Yeah, I would just leave it and then they're not.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it and then they can.
I didn't even hear what you said anyway. I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
right.
I would just...
Okie dokie. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do now is it's recorded. So I'm just going to go into a presentation. I'm going to share the screen. Now I can't see many of you guys when I do this, and I can't read the chat. So if you've got something to say, then probably the easiest way is if you message me on Facebook, or if you message Vicky on Facebook, and Vicky can ask me the question. That's absolutely fine. But we haven't got much background noise anyway, so that's not a problem.
I was going to say, I've just put it on mute while I say to the little one.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
No worries. Okay.
Right, let me do share screen then, and I'm going to get up. Here we go. Now, this is a presentation that I did actually for the Ideal Home Show, but it's pretty much the same principles, but I will tailor it as well to learnings that I've got from the clothes show as I go through it. So basically, one of the first things that I always recommend from a show like this is that, obviously, like with anything, that you're completely clear on the goal, what you want to achieve and why you're there. Okay, so for example, your goal could be that you want to spread the word and that you want to get leads. Goal could be that you want to sell wraps, that you want to sign distributors. Goals can also be that you want to gain confidence. Okay, and that's a perfectly acceptable goal. Shut that door. That's a perfectly acceptable goal. You can go in there and say it. Do you know what? I've never done a big expo like this. I want to go. I want to learn. And, it would be lovely if I could sell this many wraps, and I'd like to sell this many things. But, to be able to gain confidence is crucial, and experience as well. I've had people that have done expos purely just to learn about the products because they've not been that familiar with the products before doing it. So set out exactly, and if it is that you want to sign distributors, if it is that you want to sign loyals, if it is to sign sell wraps or get leads, be really specific on how many you want to do. And don't be afraid of dreaming big. Don't be afraid of going, I'd like to sign. Or say, for example, you go, do you know what? I'm going to the close show and I'd like to do the steps to success. I'd like to get 3 distributors and 4 loyal customers, and sell 10 wraps, for example, or 20 wraps, whatever. Do it big, because then when you're there, you'll be aiming big. And what I'd say to you is that obviously the close show doesn't begin on the day that you start it, and it doesn't end on that day either. It really is a long-term thing, and it's one of the biggest things that people get hung up on, is if they've turned up at an event and they've thought to themselves that they've took 10 wraps and they've sold 5, they might think to themselves, well, that wasn't as successful as what I wanted it was. How much have I paid to be there? I can tell you now, this is actual truth, is I went to the close show last year. I did the Derby market, so a little night market close to me, not last Thursday, the Thursday before, I think it was. And following that, I got a phone call from somebody who I handed a Blitz card to, and her exact words were, I saw this at the close show last year. And as we got speaking to each other, we realised that we'd actually spoken at the close show. So the key thing is that I think somebody else had obviously taken that lady's details as a lead, because if I'd have had her details, then she'd have been getting regular emails from me. And she took my cards and she was really interested. So a year later, she was interested in the wraps. She'd had a tummy tuck. She wanted to get rid of her back fat. And her and her mum, I went round to wrap them, and they signed as loyal customers. So that really was a year later that came to fruition. So the run up to it is really important. So get out there, get talking about it. I haven't done it myself, actually. I'm going to start tomorrow, start talking about how excited I am about the fact that I'm going to the close show on Monday. I'm going to find some pictures of some of the celebs that are going, and I'll start to post and say, I'm going to be hunting this person down. I'm there on the Monday, for example. And because when people hear that you go to the close show as a job, that's really, really appealing. So it's set yourself your goals for your day, but remember that it is a long-term thing, and it starts now, and you'll start to, you could sell wraps from the fact that you're going to the close show as of tomorrow. Somebody could see that and think, oh yeah, wraps, that's interesting, and buy a wrap from you. So once you've decided what your focus is, and I'd say, as I said, do a few of those. I want to get 60 leads. I would say from one day at the close show, the minimum amount of leads you want is 20 or 30 leads. Absolute minimum. You will be wanting so many more than that, so make sure you've got plenty of and like I say, if your goals don't scare you a little bit or make you feel like you're going out your comfort zone, then they're not big enough. So always go for big on goals. So whilst we're there, we're obviously representing at work, so it's important that you turn up and that you look the part. That doesn't mean that you turn up and you look like you've been wrapped non-existent. It just means that you turn up and you look excited, that you're having fun, and that you've got something it works on, whether that's a sparkly lanyard with a Blitz card, whether it's a t-shirt. Basically, you just need to be looking black, green and bling, and that you're having fun. If you're stood on that stand looking like a wet blanket, then that you're not going to get the people coming up to you. So know your products. If you don't know the products already, just get a little bit of basic knowledge. The chances are you're going to be on the stand with somebody who does know it more than what you do. That is, you know, that's the case. And you might be really familiar on the wrap, and somebody else might be really familiar on the hair, skin, and nails. So you'll be able to work all of your work together. Knowing how the loyal customer scheme works and how you sign as a distributor. So those are key things. So know some key facts off the top of your head. So obviously how much it is to sign with the business builder kit, and how much it is as a loyal customer on things like you know, the key products like wraps, greens, hair, skin and nails, defining gel. You know, but they're quite easy for you to remember off the top of your head. Okay, so we're going to get then. Vicky's going to make the stand look amazing, but there's only so much that she can do. Oh, sorry, it's saying my internet connection is unstable, so I do apologise if I go off. It's your job to make the stand the place to be in the whole show, and you know, that just, you know, you just need to be a smiley, happy place, in a place, having fun with each other, having a laugh with each other, just handing out those blitz cards. Obviously, you know, nobody walks past without a blitz card, basically, not one person. Be excited, be prepared to stretch yourself out of your comfort zone. When you're handing out those cards, you are going to get so many no's. You're going to get people that have look at you like you've just stepped from Mars, or that you've offered them the opportunity to chop off their arm. That is going to happen. That I can guarantee you. You will have people that look like that to you. It's all about passing through those no's, and it can get, obviously, you know, it can feel quite demoralising, but just keep going, because the yeses do come. They do come, but you know, can feel demoralising at times. Key thing here is go there, have fun, and you know, chat to people and all the rest of it. But you're not there for a day out. Okay, this isn't, you've not paid, you know, your £100 for a day out. You could have paid £25 for that and gone to the clothes show. You're there to grow your business, and you're there to make the most of all the people, because there are people that travel all over the UK to be at the clothes show. So there's people from all over. It's massive. I've watched people on stands who've gone there with the mate, so that, you know, they might be in a team together, and they have literally just stood chatting to each other, or they've gone walking around the show with each other, and I'm literally tearing my hair out. I'm like, what are you doing? You're there, you paid your money, make the most of it, get there, go and chat to all of the people there on the other stands. Remember that people buy from people, so, you know, it's not treading on other people's toes. If somebody's been there on the Friday and you're talking to it just isn't, because they could be different people, and if that person's got a really good relationship with them, then they're going to tell you and say, oh, I spoke to somebody yesterday. At that point, obviously, then you wouldn't go any further. But if they haven't spoken to them, then that's that, you know, for you to go for. So you've got potential customers and distributors on every stand before the guests have even walked through the door. Get their cards, find out who they are, and, you know, if nothing else, it's just good to have those sort of people, you know, added as friends on Facebook. They're probably the sort of people that will let you tag them. So, for example, I met a girl last year from Make Believe Tan, and, you know, she tags me in her post, I tag her. So, you know, it may well not be that they want to join the business, but they're also it's a great networking opportunity as well. So get stuck in. So literally just handing those blitz cards out, hand them out to every single person. one thing I love about shows like this is when you just realise how many people have never ever heard of it works. So give yourself a huge pat on the back. I'd say, you know, you're one of the first. Be excited about that when you stood on the stand. It is hard work because when they've not heard of it, obviously there's great scepticism, but just turn that into a positive because, you know, you're there at the beginning. Now, this is individual to everybody. As I hand my cards out, I tend to ask people, have they tried that crazy wrap thing? At the Derby Night Park market, I was asking people if they would take a card. As they're literally walking past, so as I'm handing them the card, as they're walking past, I'm saying to them, it's a body wrap that works in 45 minutes and the results last months. You can say it ever so quick. But as they're literally walking past, you can get that out. And then you can always get a little bit of, you know, of the dialogue going. The key is, though, to be yourself and ask a question that needs an answer. Okay, so, you know, if you're doing wedding fairs, it might be something different. At the clothes show, you know, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? If you don't feel comfortable saying that, you can say, have you heard of these? Just find something. I find that have you tried that crazy wrap thing works because people are like a little bit curious as to what you're doing, but not everybody feels comfortable saying that, so just go with what you do. Right, so you've got your lead sheets. They're looking a little bit interested. Straight in there, would you like me to enter you into a free prize draw? And you know, you want their information basically. So I tend to write email addresses down myself so that I can understand my own handwriting. I try and read it back to them as well. What you can do is, apparently there's something that you can use on MailChimp, and I've not used this yet, so I don't know a lot about it, but you can get an app on MailChimp where you put the email address straight in. Now, that's quite handy because it would probably tell you if it wasn't a valid email address, which obviously can cashes out a little bit. But getting that email address, getting that phone number is the most important thing. You can hand 1 million cards out, but if you've only got 5 people to follow up with, it's a great day's work, but the follow-up is absolutely crucial. You know, that lady that I met at the clothes show last year, I will guarantee that somebody else had her information who's no longer working the business now. And so keep hold of those lead sheets because they really are really your power. So if you haven't got MailChimp, get it set up. It's a free tool. And I can pull. I've got some charts. I think I've got a presentation on it that says how to use MailChimp, and it's really, really straightforward. It's also really important because it protects you from a data protection perspective. So they can unsubscribe from MailChimp. So when you're doing big events like this and people are giving you their information, you could get into trouble if you were just emailing them all the time. They could start to class you as spam, okay, and you don't want that. So so I have a list, and I have lots of groups within that list on the MailChimp so that I can communicate with them. So the follow-up's key. Oh no, sorry, this is that was it. So that's it. Key things about the clothes show really is take plenty of photos while you're there. You know, I would say probably put a couple of posts while you were there, but not too many, because if you put too many posts on while you're at an event, people will look at it and think, oh, she's not talking to many people because she's been on Facebook all day. So you want to put like one post on probably when you first get there to say, oh, look, I'm here, how exciting is this? And then if you take any photos with celebs, personally, I would wait till the end of the day to post them. You shouldn't have time while you're there to really be accessing your Facebook, because you are 100% focused on everybody that's there. When you're walking around, even if you go in and sit in somewhere else to have a sandwich, make sure you've got wraps and your clipboard with you with your lead list. Last year, whilst I was sitting having a sandwich, I sold a wrap to Erin Wright, who joined the team in August and is one of the people that's crucial in helping me promote Neil. So don't ever miss an opportunity. Always have your clipboard with you. I've been in the toilets at the Ideal Home Show and have people say to me, oh, you're on the wrap stand, and I've been able to take their information there and then and give them a card. So constantly walk around with your clipboard on you. It's also when you're walking around the stands, even if you're going to have a little nosy around the clothes, if you've got your clipboard and blitz cards with you, people are always interested what other exhibitors are doing. So it's just an ideal opportunity to make the most of it. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Even if you're feeling really miserable, smile. Honestly, even if you've gone there with 20 wraps and you've sold one and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're still smiling, because those wraps could go by the end of the day, but if you're not smiling, they won't.
Isn't it funny how everyone smiled on the webinar just there?
Oh, honestly, it is so crucial. I've watched it so many times with people that they turn up at an event, and if the first few hours, so if they've got there at 9 o'clock, if by 11 o'clock it's not going quite how they want it to, they've wrote it off. And what can happen, so last year at the clothes show, in particular, what I noticed was that a lot of people in the mornings, it was really tough. It was really hard work in the mornings, because people were wandering around and they were looking at everything before they wanted to stand and chat and talk about sales. They wanted to look around everything first before they actually committed to what they were spending their money to. And I saw a lot of people crash and burn because of that, because they got fed up and then they'd leave the stand for hours upon end. And that's you just have to, don't get me wrong, walk around, do go and see the celebs, but 90% of your time is going to be spent on that stand.
Has everyone took any time out to see to do any research to see which celebs are on their days?
No, I'm going to look now.
Because I'm sure Sunday was Ella Henderson.
Really?
Ooh, that's exciting.
Joey Essex is there on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Can't remember whose Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays was.
I'm going to look now.
But the celebs there on every day.
Is it on the website?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, it usually is, yeah.
I think he's there on Sunday.
Yeah, so honestly, I would start posting now saying, oh my God, so excited to be here on the same day as, because it really does work, because people just think that, because it's a really fun day out. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you're going to get home and you're going to be knackered. I mean, seriously tired.
Yeah.
But you are going to have so much fun. It is hard work, because you constantly handing blitz cards. If you're used to getting a few no's, you get more no's than you. And this is for any expo, so not specifically for the clothes show. But it's amazing fun. I personally, my favourite is the clothes show because of the celebs, because the PR that you can get, photos and.
Melanie, how many blitz cards would you recommend that we take?
Oh
Hi,
God.
Hiya, how are you?
Loads.
I'm good, and you?
You see,
Loads.
I mean, Denise and Claire, that's actually on the stand with me on the Friday.
Yeah.
You probably don't know, but I'm panicking a little bit. I placed an order last
I think the last time we spoke.
Thursday,
That's right. Yeah, you
and
were breastfeeding.
my
at
order's
the
still
time.
not come. And I've chased it with customer services 3 times today, and they've basically told me, "Oh, ring back in the morning."
Oh,
This
God.
isn't good enough. I said, "How am I meant to go to an event with no
You
product?"
don't have to buy the stretch mark cream. You don't have to buy the stretch mark cream for the first
Dawn,
time.
do you want to
You
just
need to
mute your
commit to
background,
your
please?
customer, so you can buy any product that you want, any item, any price, and you will get.
Hello?
For 3 months, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Hello? Hello, Dawn?
Mel, I think you can mute.
I don't think I can.
Okay, that's fine.
Definitely, I will need the stretch mark cream.
Okay.
That one for sure.
Oh, I've done it.
That's it.
That's it.
So then, if you got any of that,
I think Dawn's got a loyal
Yeah.
customer.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. She sounds like one a day or something at least.
Shut up.
She's an absolute recruiting machine for loyal customers.
Really?
Absolute I've actually need to chat about it. Say she'll do a webinar with us to about our loyal customers, but it's crazy. Our loyal customers come in like hotcakes.
Yeah,
It's
she needs to
amazing.
do that. She
Brilliant.
needs to share that.
Her volume each month, personal volume, without even placing orders, is always over 400 just on loyal customers. It's fantastic. She's
Wow.
really, really good with loyal customers.
I want that secret.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get her on a webinar.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, right. So
but
Friday.
What's people
Oh
gonna
my
do
God, you've
about
got Carol Wright on Friday.
who?
You've got loads. So you've got
Who?
Right, was it?
Andy Jordan. Don't know who he is. Who's Andy Jordan?
Never heard of him.
Michael's cousin.
I'm too old for this. Don't know
Who
who
was
she
the first
is.
one? Susan Wright.
Don't know who she is. Carol Wright, Mark Wright's mum.
Yeah,
Binky,
Carol.
Yeah.
Chelsea's
From
on there.
Norway.
She could do with a facial.
Yeah.
Karen Franklin. She's the one that was on the clothes show when it very first started. Don't know who
My
she
God, I
is.
can remember her. I used to watch her
Jamie
on a Sunday
Lang
afternoon.
from, there's always a good smattering in there of Towie.
Chelsea and Towie.
In Chelsea. Jamie Lang, Joey Essex, Nanny Pat.
Wow.
You've got, honestly, that's so exciting. Saturday. you've
Nanny
got-
Pat alone when he did a selfie with her.
That's just so exciting.
It's a pity they'll not be setting up on the Thursday when we'll be there.
And Billy Fairs is there on Saturday.
Oh, exciting.
She's Towie, isn't she? Binky and
Yeah.
Carol Wright again. Charlotte Crosby.
Ah.
That's from my neck of the woods. Well, actually, she's from Sunderland. I'm from Newcastle. I'm actually a Geordie. She's a Mackham.
Nanny Pat again. And Joey Essex. Don't know some of the others.
I think Joey's actually there every day.
Is he? Yeah, he probably is, to be fair.
Can I
And
just say, who's Binky?
Carol Wright are there every day from the looks of things. Sunday,
Right.
Charlotte's there again. Ella Rare, don't know who she is. I'm not very good.
Ella Ray, that's it. I said Ella Henderson, didn't I?
Yeah, Ella Rare. Jamie Lang, Joe. Oh, you've got Lauren Pope. Nanny Pat again.
Lauren Pope.
I thought there was supposed
Lauren
to
Pope's Towie.
be. Yeah,
Yeah,
thought
I hope
there was
that-
supposed to be.
She's the stuck-up
Monday,
one.
oh God, I've got Monday. I've got Charlotte Crosby.
I'm
Carol
so
Wright.
jealous.
No, Joe. Nanny White. Nanny Pat, sorry. Luke White. Who's Luke White?
Did you see that message from Dawn, Melanie?
No.
Some of us seem to think that Friday apparently is a student day. Is that right? Do we know?
Oh, what day?
It's the day we used to go from school, but that was like 11 years ago.
Is it not
Yeah.
normally a Monday?
I was going to say, I actually think it's a Monday. I think it might be the Monday is student day.
Does it say on the closed show website? Or
No, they don't tend to do that. But what I will say to you is that I would be very surprised if there is the amount of youngsters there this year that were in last year. So last year was a lot younger audience. Last year they had better clothes than what they did the year before, but the audience was a lot younger. So last year it was quite, as I say, it was quite a tough crowd. The people were there. There's still the people there for you to sell to, but
yeah,
you'll find that there is. Last year there was a lot of youngsters there, and that was what a lot of the. So a couple of the people in my team. That's why by 11 o'clock they were getting fed up. But the truth is, you've got to go through that. You've got to work through it. So even if it's a student day, the teachers go with the students. Okay. So there isn't as many teachers as what there are students, and a lot of the students as well might not necessarily be 16. Also, what you find is that a lot of the students will say, "Oh, my mum was like this."
yeah. Or even students might like the exfoliating peel if they're obviously over 16, if they've got like spotty skin and stuff like that. And so
you've always got to think you can make a positive out of any customer.
Yeah, I agree.
You really can do, to be honest with you. I think I can't remember if it was Friday that was a student day when I did it one year, and I was chatting to people. It might have been the Monday, actually, I can't remember. And I was chatting to people, and a lot of them were saying, "I'm going to take this card home for my mum." And I was saying to them, "Is it okay if I send you some emails through, and then you can pass it on to your mum's email address, or even can I have your mum's email?"
Yeah, definitely.
100%. Honestly, there is. Even if there is a high population of students in there, even if it's student day, it's not all students. There are still in there as well. It's just there are a few students. But last year it was a very, very heavy student population. Apparently they'd given out more free tickets than what they'd done in previous years, and that did show. Prior to the year before, it did show, but they had so many complaints about it that there is no way they will have done that again. No way.
No.
They will 100%. I've noticed that the clothes show is being advertised on TV, which I didn't see it last year, and I know that they've been sending emails with regards to, because I was an existing exhibitor from last year. I get the emails through saying we're doing this and we're doing this and we're doing this. So they've advertised it very heavily, and they have really upped the game with regards to who they've been, inviting and everything. Also, the year before, interestingly, so the year before, which was a successful year for us on the It Works stand, the clothes were crap. They were really, really quite poor. That last year, the clothes were loads better. I didn't buy anything the first year, but last year I bought quite a lot of clothes from there, and everybody was commenting that the clothes had improved from the year before. So I think that words will have spread about that as well. So a lot of people will be going back because the clothes were improved. So that's.
We were asking if we wanted to make up a goodie bag for to go on the catwalk and what have you, and to put in the promotional things, but it would take like 20 products at least just to send it in.
It's so I know. So again, the first year I did it, they let me put Blitz cards into the press bags and into the goodie bags.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I worked out how many people were on the stand and how many goodie bags there were, and I divided it up. So everybody sent in a certain amount of things. So everybody's card got got put in an equal amount of goodie bags and VIP bags, but they didn't do that last year.
Yeah, well, this year you can't put anything like that.
No, they've changed it where it had to be a product.
Yeah.
I know
And
that there was,
instead of
I think there was a thing where we could have been put into the magazine for free as long as we offered a discount. Are we on that, Vicky?
No, it was too late in. By the time I took over the event, we were too late in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But
the other thing as well with that is that you only get to put one website down.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you struggle.
Well, that's the thing about the stand as well. They were saying, "What do you want your stand to be called?" I says, "Just have it as those crazy raps or something like It Works." And I says, "We can't do that. That's not your business name. What do you go under? What are you on Facebook?"
That's a lie.
I says, "My name's my name on Facebook. I'm nothing to do with It Works on Facebook. I'm just my name." And they said it's got to go under your business name. So then when I rang up and spoke to someone else, she says, right, we've got the account holder down as Vicky Rap Girl McFarlane, but I'm willing to change the stand to Those Crazy Raps.
Yeah. Oh, that's good then.
So we've got it as that, because everyone always goes, what's this? When it works, it doesn't look as good as Those Crazy Raps.
Yeah.
So I've just had to say, right, well, I'm under Those Crazy Raps.
Yeah, I usually put It Works, that crazy rap thing.
Yeah,
Something like that, It Works, then crazy rap thing or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people do search for It Works.
Yeah. What about goodie bags? What's everyone doing in that sort of thing? What do you normally do goodie bag wise, or what do you normally put in?
As in.
And how many do you normally do?
Or for when somebody buys a wrap, do you mean?
Yeah.
I haven't even organised that yet. I'm a bit.
I normally just put a green bag with the wrap instructions, a product brochure, and a blitz card in. A how to maximise sheet, even. Just in a green bag, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get some little green bags, but if ever I give a wrap out, it's always got the instructions and how to optimise.
Yeah, I've been talking to the girls in our day, and we're on about doing some like gift sets, like maybe like with a wrap, a sample of the defining gel. I'm personally going to put in like an exfoliating mitt, and then instead of bags, I've got like cellophane, and I'm going to put a bow around it, so it looks like a gift set. So people can maybe buy that for someone for Christmas.
Yeah, that's good.
Because that's what me and Sam were saying. Maybe if they go with a facial, how about putting like a green face cloth in? And if they go with a body wrap, why not put a green exfoliating glove in?
Yeah.
But we were just going to put like the instructions in, and obviously your product info and your info. But then just with it being Christmas, I bought some tiny little candy canes, and we're going to put a tiny little candy cane in.
Get the crackers.
We've got little tiny crackers just to make it a bit Christmassy, so it looks like they're getting just something different for that. But obviously we're going to give them
like 99 pence for like 9. So
yeah.
Where's that from?
B&M's.
Oh,
you get like a poppy hat.
I'll probably end
the little
up
crackers.
with the instructions around.
What's that? Sorry.
I'll probably end up with a wrap, and I'll just end up folding the instructions around it.
I've got bags and everything. If you need to leave any for yous, I bought over 100 bags. Just like the
bless you.
frosted clear bags. I didn't go with the green ones. I just thought I wanted to go with. They look nice and presentable. I was going to put my sticker on the front of it. Just a frosted clear bag. If you want us to leave some for you.
That is so sweet.
What else was I going to do? I got made up some key rings with info in. And I think not just for events, I think that's brilliant regardless of events. I think that would be a brilliant thing to have. Because I know like taxis have like little key rings with your name and your telephone number and stuff on. And I thought, you know what it is? You can leave them anywhere.
Yeah.
So something stuff like that costs pennies to make. we were doing something like that.
That is very cute. I'll just be focusing on getting there. I've got to get some wraps myself. Somebody owes me some wraps, so I've got to get them back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping my order's going to come.
Have you got anybody you can lend wraps off, Becky, if that doesn't happen?
What day are you on, Becky?
Well, I ordered some wraps, exfoliating peel, hair, skin and nails, Blitz cards on Thursday last week, and they've still not even been shipped. And the thing is, I've got no Blitz cards. I only ordered 100, and I'm now thinking, oh God, maybe I should have ordered more. But Georgia's sent me 2 boxes that I'd bought from her anyway, so they should be here tomorrow. But I was hoping with going with about like 16 wraps. But as it stands, I'm probably only going to have 8.
What day are you on, Becky?
Friday.
Oh bugger! I was going to say I'm there on the Saturday. I can bring you Blitz cards. I'll be there Saturday afternoon, but that's about it. I'll be there Friday afternoon. Sorry for the Saturday. I've got copious amounts of Blitz cards, but I don't think they'd get there in time if I sent them.
Can you message me?
I've got French Blitz cards.
I mean, if you was to send them out first class tomorrow, Lucy, do you think they'd get there for Thursday morning?
Where do you live, honey?
I'm Lincolnshire.
Send them first class track tomorrow.
I could send them first class, yeah.
It's just whether you're going to have time to be able to go to the post office.
I have to anyway, because I have to send something to Vicky before she shouts at me.
They guarantee them to get there for 1 o'clock the next day. I think it's about £4 something extra.
Let me go and look now. I'm pretty sure I've got a lot.
I was also going to say, Becky, you'll have to give them a call as well, customer services, because I placed an order on Friday and mine have been shipped already.
This is
That's
it.
crackers.
I've called them 3 times today, Vicky, to the point where I've lost my temper with them. They said, oh, give us a ring in the morning. I said, no, this is not good enough. I said, I have an event on Friday. How can I do an event with no product?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, well, what it is, apparently the Blitz cards were on back order, but eSuite didn't state that. And if I'd known that, I would have done 2 separate orders. So they said, but they came in on Friday. So I said, well, if they were in on Friday, why were they not shipped to me on Saturday?
Yeah.
Or, Monday or Monday, and it's still saying on eSuite printed. It's not even said dispatched yet. And I said, I've spent hundreds on this event that I'm not going to be able to go to, which I'm still going to go, obviously, but,
You could have got your custom ones from the US in that time.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't worry about
where are you getting through to. Are you getting through to the Irish customer services?
Because sometimes it stays.
I don't know. They kind of do sound a bit foreign, but not Irish. It's strange.
US won't deal with European distributors now. I tried that the other day when they annoyed me.
I said to them, I said, give me the number for the warehouse. I will ring them myself. And they were like, no, we can't do that.
I've got an email address of the customer services manager.
They do you, honey.
Yes, how many you got there?
No idea.
Oh, so you're not going to sit there and count them?
I've got 2 great big bags full, and then I've got another 2 of these bags somewhere.
I'll message you and we'll sort obviously something out, like price and stuff.
There's probably about 100 there, because I split them into bags of 100 because I was giving them away to my team at one point. So there should be about 100.
All right, fantastic. Thank you.
I've just sent you, I think I need to check, I will double check, but I think I've just sent you the email address for the customer services manager.
All right, yes.
She's
Thank
really
you.
very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I'll give them a try.
Yeah.
It's worth, when I rung this morning and then I rung this afternoon. And when I rung this afternoon and said, can I call back in a couple of hours to see if you've had any more response, because they've escalated it. And they said, oh, there's probably no point. There's not much is going to happen in a couple of hours. And I said, well, it wants to. I said, because I'm not happy at all. I said, no, people have ordered stuff on Sunday and they've got it today.
Yeah.
I said, I ordered it in plenty of time. And I said, the eSuite didn't say that the Blitz cards were on back order.
Yeah, that's her. That's the customer services manager email address. So
Okay.
send her over an email. She's very, very good. She's very responsive.
Yeah.
She's
So, do you know Melanie Parry?
Pardon?
So yeah,
I say just do you know Melanie Parry? Because she will go crazy.
Yeah.
Want my
I'll
order?
set her on you.
You don't want to upset Melanie Parry, do not.
Oh dear, you wouldn't think that was the case. Plenty of people seem quite happy to upset me. Oh dear me.
But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm going down on Thursday. So if there's any way you want us to do stuff or anything you think what would be good on the stand, let us know. Because I'm going out one last time tomorrow. Because I need some string.
Have you sorted are we allowed to have our own music?
We've got nothing. We've got no electric. We've got no lighting. Electric was £120.
I have speakers that are battery operated.
Music because they have you have to have a specific permission to have music on the stand. Because basically, if everybody had their own music on, if you can imagine, it'd be walking through. It would be horrendous.
Yeah. But we're not allowed. The electric was £120.
Yeah, it's really
the lighting to have one spotlight on your stand was £75.
Yeah.
A card reader was just under £200.
Ridiculous. iZettle will work as long as you've got Wi-Fi.
4G.
This is what I wanted to ask about was the iZettle. Can you do it just on the app or do you need to have a reader?
I only ever use the app.
Yes, my reader is going out the window.
But I have the app on my
it
iPad and I have it on my phone, and the chances are one of them will get signal.
Because I've got
you have to connect the card reader to your phone. I thought you had to plug it in.
You can do it wireless. You can do it not wireless. You can do it take card numbers, or you can do it as send a payment to them.
To a text, so it sends them a text message. So if they're a Visa payment,
really, isn't it?
Then it sends a text message. It's so easy. It's really easy to use. iZettle is.
Oh, okay. Do you think people might think, oh, this is a bit weird that they're just putting my card details into their phone rather than using a card reader?
No, because what happens is so it sends a message to their phone. On their phone, they put their card details in. So I always say to them, oh, it's a lovely secure way for you to pay. I don't even get to see your card details. You put them in your own phone.
Yeah.
Like that.
They're done by
like that.
Okay, so they won't need fantastic signal or anything like that, then they won't need like 4G. It's done by text message.
It's hit and miss. I'm not going to lie to you, it's hit and miss. But all I'd say to you is, even if you had a £200 card reader, you still see people walking around with their arms in the air because they can't get any signal.
Yeah, I know.
It's an arena, so.
I think they have got 4G there on Vodafone because I've checked. Because I've even ordered myself a battery backup thingy, my bobby,
charger.
Yeah, to charge my phone if it goes flat.
Yeah.
Are you on about an app saying they can pay through their phone? Is it an app that you download?
No, so it's iZettle. So on your iPad or your phone.
I've got one of them card readers. It's
it's just a little tag here, look, so it's iZettle. Oh, you can't see it. So you click on iZettle. Yeah. And it'll come up. Oh, you can't see it, sorry. Oh,
don't worry.
And it comes.
I wanted to know. Was it an app? I'll get it sorted.
Yeah, it's an app you can download. Yeah.
You just download it. You put your bank details into it, so that when they make the payment is automatically sent to your bank. Minus, it's something like 2%. So if you want someone 20 quid for
is
a
it
wrap,
2.75?
it's tiny little amount.
£1.50. About 150 for 25 quid, I think. So it's neither in or
you don't really notice it, to be honest with you. It's really, really cheap.
And the more payments you make, the lower the percentage goes down as well. So I think it's something like 10. If you get 10 payments, the percentage of the interest goes down.
Okay, thank you.
And it sends them a receipt by email. So that's quite nice. It sends them a receipt by email.
Can't you do all that with the PayPal app?
I've never used the PayPal app, to be honest, because I've always struggled with it. I can't quite work it, to be honest.
I'm sure Becky was saying that you can do it on the PayPal app. Something similar to what you've just said about sending them a text or something.
Yeah, could well be the same. I've just always, I've used iZettle for a couple of years now, and I find it pretty straightforward.
Thing is, with PayPal as well, is they take 10% at least every payment.
Who does?
PayPal.
Friends and family.
10%.
If it's a card that you're doing it with, they're going to send it by goods of. You're not going to say, oh, by the way, send it as friends and family at an event, because they're going to think, hang on a minute.
No, but even when you don't send it as friends and family as a normal payment through PayPal, they don't take 10%.
Oh, no. They've got super strict. I sent payment to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, seriously, Vicky. I had to send a payment to someone for my hotel room for conference, and because it was like over a certain amount of money, they would charge me something like £7.50.
Yeah. You get charged on PayPal now. If it's not friends and family, you've got charges.
But I was sending that as friends and family, and they still tried to charge me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lucy.
I always knew you had charges, but I didn't know they were 10%. Because obviously there has been a few times when a customer's paid for something or whatever, and then when you put even when who was it when we were doing Dublin, someone sent us money through PayPal, and they didn't put the friends and family on.
It's 10% what they take. Yeah.
I don't think it was that much, but maybe with a card reader might be different. If you did it through the app, that's what I'm asking. Would it be still like?
It's still the same rules. It's still the same company. Yeah. Whereas iZettle's only 2.75%. 2.75 of even £25 next to nothing. But it's because PayPal are such a big, huge, legit company. They've got to do it all properly, haven't they? So
I don't know if anybody knows, but I think as well, if anybody doesn't know, it does take, I think, around 2 to 3 days for funds to hit your bank account as well.
On the iZettle?
On the iZettle, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just the first transaction or every transaction?
Every.
I think it's all, yeah.
It was about 2 to 3 days.
Be prepared that it's not going to be there straight away.
Yeah.
But can you see it in the iZettle account, though? Is there something you can log in?
Yeah, you can see it in your transaction history.
Right.
Brilliant.
What? No one else thinks someone had paid and then walk away with like 100 quid worth of stuff and they haven't been paid.
Yeah. I'm guessing it authorises it there and then anyway, so it'd take them.
Yeah, it wouldn't let you
or whatever anyway, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I have to say.
Does anyone have any preference on what they would like this on the stand, or any ideas of what they want done? Because I'm just going to go and wing it on Thursday. Literally, just whatever I've got is going. And obviously, I'm not going to make it look
feel about having a Christmas tree?
Are you putting like wallpaper up and then before and afters on the wall, or what you doing with the backdrop?
I've got a backdrop and then some big grip clips to hold the top of the backdrop up. I've got those. I've got obviously with tablecloth. I've got
banner.
Yes, I've got the banner, which I need to double check with Dawn still.
I have a pop up that I can take on Saturday and leave if need be.
The only thing is, this banner that we have is not a compliant one. Mel, what's your...
mine?
Just don't have a photo tuck in front of it.
Yes, right, brilliant. That's okay then. That's fine.
I'm sure one Yanni gave us in Dublin weren't compliant neither.
No, they weren't. Becky was saying that.
So I don't think...
I would say just don't have your photo tuck in front of it. Have your photo tuck in front of it before and after photo.
Nobody wants
you want to take your photo of that, but just be careful with your photos.
Well, I bought some photo frames to put, we've got a poster in the middle of each wall, like for on 2 walls, and then a photo frame either side with before and afters in.
Yeah. Have we got hair, skin and nails before and afters from the UK?
I haven't made as yet.
I was just going to say, I need to send it to my printer, Samantha, Bless her, she came last night and made all the printouts of the products, the vouchers and everything. Just sat and crap with designing anything. Any of the team, I think, just go and see Sam, please.
What do you want? Would you prefer to have like 2 hair, skin and nails and 2 wrap results, or one of each, like 4 different products? What would you rather have?
I'd say 4 different products.
Because the hair,
As
skin,
long as
nails, I
they're
was
good
thinking about
ones.
doing like a split picture, so it had a woman's result and a man's result in it, so it like appeals to both. If you're all right.
We haven't got any UK men's ones, have we? Got any UK men's?
Yeah.
I've got my brother.
Yeah, I've got.
My
I've
brother's
got
hair,
2
skin,
in
nails
our
are good.
team.
Yeah, so it's, I was going to say we've got Stuart's results as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Stuart's results, but to be fair, Tracy Pegg's friend is a better result.
For the
So
women's.
the best results we can get. We want to put on.
Who posted their daughter's results in that chat?
Tracy.
Was that Tracy?
Fantastic.
Her results were great.
We've got Tracy's daughter's results, which were amazing. I've also just had, only yesterday on the team page, a girl called Laura Crompton's posted her results. It's a really nice, clear result. The other one is Claire Williams in the UK. Her result's pretty amazing as well.
You see, with the wrap
results,
results,
that shows thickness of hair as well.
Right.
with
That's
the wrap
that's what mine's done now, my hair.
doing it of different areas of the body, just because the photo frames aren't that big. So, like, I was originally thinking of maybe putting a few different results, like a collage picture as a big picture, but then it's not going to fit in the frame. So, are you wanting all different products, or do you want like 2 photos of 2 different wrap results, and then 2 different individual products in the other 2 frames?
So how
Well, have we got little
How many before and afters are we planning on having on the backdrop? 4 or 2, did you say?
4 in big frames.
4 in big frames.
But I can always go and
on the
I
table.
can always go and get more smaller frames for the table.
For the table, yeah, I think maybe the better result pictures on the back that are bigger, like the really good results, and then obviously have some on the maybe 3 or 4 on the table, depending on how big's the table.
4 foot.
I mean, we should obviously have our own, but I think from a standout perspective, I personally would love to see a tummy wrap result and a hair, skin and nails result. And then
flip charts of results or anything like that, or do we need to
something like maybe a lip and eye result.
I think appeal.
Yes.
I recommend as individuals. I'll do all those as real pictures on the wall, but as individuals, you should kind of maybe think about printing out your best results just to have on your clipboard. Laminate them, because people are going to be touching them.
I have a personal results that I take with me normally.
I have my on my iPad, but I think having like you say, having 4 to 6 laminated is also a really good idea, just in case your iPad dies and you run out of battery.
But it's just so people can hold it and like kind of see it and ask questions and stuff. And obviously, definitely laminate it, because some of my things were destroyed by people's hands.
Right. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go, when I go out tomorrow, I'll go and get there's one of those little files with the clear pockets inside. I was going to do a brag book to leave on the table.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
So if I just do that with different results in, different results in this file.
Do you want us?
I have one that I take everywhere, and it's an amazing thing.
Yeah,
because
that's
it gives people a good browse.
Well,
right. So
if anyone
does anyone else have one?
Photos in the brag book, why don't you just send them to either me or Vicky, and I'll put them in the brag book. So then your photos are there.
Post on the clothes show page our best results.
Yes, and we'll print
I
them
have
off.
a couple of amazing single wrap results.
Yeah. So
Brilliant.
my personal wrap result is really good. And I've, like I say, we've got hair, skin and nail ones that I can post. I've got some
I'm actually too scared to share mine.
Results on arms and legs and
silly Vicky.
I posted it in the in the chat thing, but I haven't got the balls to share my personal results.
Off what?
My rap results. Can you remember them, Sam?
Why?
Oh, my.
Can't see your face,
Oh,
can you?
Vicky, you need to stop caring. Honestly, your results were mint.
Yeah.
It's like you should definitely like be bragging about them. It would.
You've
like,
seen mine, haven't you, Vicky?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly slim, and I just think, well, people can't see my face. And to be honest, I
Yeah.
show everybody them, and I say, this is me. I don't care.
Oh, you see, I've only showed in the chat, and that was it.
No,
I
I've showed
sent them to Sam, and I was like,
mine's on my page.
well, I sent them to Sam, and I was like, I've got something to show you. And she's like, what? What you done? I was like, what do you think of this? And she was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's really good. And I got so excited. I was like, that's just after taking the wrap off.
Yeah.
But
I think as well, we need to get some male pictures in there. My husband's results are really good.
see, my partner's, I've only got a facial result of him because he just drinks far too much fizzy pop.
Yeah.
I'm blaming it on him. I do
Farrod's
as well.
result.
Sorry?
I remember Farrod's result.
His facial results are fantastic. He runs a pizza shop and his eyes are constantly like bags, and then he looks about 40 at times. He's not even 30. Sorry, he is 30. He's just turned 30. But yeah, his facial results are fantastic.
That's why I think for the brag book we should all have our own personal pictures in it, simply because we can see like that was my result or that's my sister's or blah blah blah. It's like you're just showing them like strange ass pictures. You don't even know who they come from. So
Well,
then
what I'll do is in that brag book, it's every single one of us, our own personal results. Then you can say, hand on heart, and this is what I did. So the results I had on the backdrop were always results of people that were working on the stand, and I knew the names. So I always used to be able to say, that's Joe's arms, that's Kerry's tummy, that's Charlotte's thighs. And that is really...
My arm results were fantastic as well.
And it sounds a lot better when you're seeing that and the person can actually turn around and go, oh yeah, actually that is my result and whatever else.
Definitely. If you can say, oh my God, you see Kerry there, that's her result, that blows people away. They're like, are you serious? And I'm like, no, seriously. That's Kerry there, that's her result. This was Joe.
So we'll get everyone's...
And you can make it up a little bit, obviously, but if you don't know exactly, but you can go, that's Joe, she was here yesterday.
Yeah.
So
if I go and get a couple of those books and do 2 brag books, do you think? Do you think 2 brag books will be enough?
Need 2.
Yeah.
Right. So if
even
we
if
get
you
all these
make
pictures
it
sent
exactly
over,
the same, so you haven't got to wait for someone to finish and put it down before
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Yeah. So if we get those pictures sent in the group, Sam will.
I do agree with that, but what I would say is that when you've got a crowd of people all looking at one book, then people think, what they all looking at, and they come over. So love the idea of having the 2 books, but don't be afraid to share and get 2 of you coming together and going, oh, that's my result and that's my result, and you've got the people chatting. Because then what happens is people, why are those 4 people all clustered together? And they head over. They head over because they're like, that must be interesting because a load of people are listening.
No, I definitely agree. Like, I'm not going to lie, it would stop me and go, what the hell are they looking at? It's a nappy person.
It does, honestly, it really does. And so...
But for the 4, I think 2 would be a good, like a 2 would be enough.
Definitely. It just reminded me really that working together on the stand, if you start... Obviously, if that one person is talking to somebody first, that's their sale. But don't ever be afraid to go over and help them and chat to them and say, "Oh, this was my result," because it just makes it look personable. And there's nothing worse than people thinking that the people on the stand are fighting for sales.
Yeah.
If they think that everybody's supportive of each other on the stand, then they think about the product differently. So they look and they think, oh my God, they get on really well together. So from a team
perspective, see us as a company then, don't they, rather than individuals? Yeah.
And even if you say, no, we're in different teams, but we just get on really well. Things like that are really appealing to people, and they just buy into it, obviously, because we would buy into it.
That's it, yeah.
So
Definitely.
Vicky, as well, I think that have you got a used wrap that we could lay on the table so they can see it, feel it, see what it
I've got one.
Okay, so
is?
you
I'm
need,
gonna wrap. Not only that, I'm gonna wrap one of my arms again, just
yeah,
one of them. So then I'll obviously have that wrap. I'm gonna use a whole wrap on one of my arms, and I'm
Vicky,
just
do you
gonna
still
have
have
it.
that picture of
Yes,
me when I wrapped my hips, but one of the wraps moved and I didn't know? So when I
yes. So
took the wrap off,
you've got one hip up and one hip
yeah,
down.
I looked deformed.
You always,
You
if
want
you
to use
product
those?
is the product and do something like that. If you're gonna wrap somewhere, why don't you wrap one part of you? Like your arms is the best place to show and say, look, I've just wrapped one of my arms. Look at this. It worked
yeah.
fantastic at one of the events I done.
Do you know what you can
Really
do
well.
as well? Is you can use a dry wrap with cling film round, and nobody would actually know any different.
Yeah.
So on your tummy,
Well,
you could stick a bit of defining gel on it, whack it on, so
what
you've
do you mean
got
wrap it on the stand?
yeah. So if you're on the stand, I've done that before. So you just lift your top up and go, oh look, I'm wrapped, and you show
Yeah.
it, but it's a dry wrap just with cling film around it. You
Yeah.
can stick a bit of defining gel on it to make it smell. But it just says, because the thing is, it's a waste of a wrap because you're dehydrated, so you won't get
Yeah.
incredible results. I would say take as many dry wraps as possible. Take quite a few dry wraps because they just go missing. And I always have one hanging out of my pocket. So I've always got a dry wrap hanging out of my pocket because people like to feel it. So you just lift it up and they like to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if anyone's got any spare, they could. We could take them.
Yeah, so the one on the stand, and obviously a dry facial as well, so they can see that.
You can leave them after Saturday for other people.
Yeah.
I've got loads. I collect dry wraps.
I've got quite a few. I just don't have any dry facials.
You'd think they were just coming out of like AA Anonymous. My name is Melanie, and I collect dry wraps.
You know what I do as well? I really struggle to chuck away wrap boxes because I always use them on stand.
Me too. I thought it was a fetish.
I'm really very rarely do I chuck a wrap away. I always wash it. I must have hundreds of the things. My team, honestly, I meet people. I'm like that. Have a wrap. Have a dry wrap.
You see, I had one that started to smell. Even though it was washed, it started to smell.
They go dirty. They look dirty. That's why I can't. That's why I collect them.
Yeah.
But it looks a little bit dirty. And when you've had someone rubbing it all day, it goes all bobbly.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is once I've done the stand, we're going to take a picture and send it in the group and post what it looks like. Obviously, I hope you comment and say we would rather have this here or that there. I would not feel offended, not one bit. I'd rather have your feedback. But at the same time, obviously I'll take my products down on that day, just to show you where I've put the products and what I've done and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've got some some placemat things, like mirror mats to put your product on.
Oh, brilliant!
Cool.
So,
that's what I was going to say as well. On the day, I'm going to take I've got about 3/4 of a tub of greens, and I was going to take some like tropical juice and some cuts and give out samples. What do you think?
We were thinking of that, Claire and I.
I've done that on my last few, but I've just done them straight.
Yeah. Sorry, Lucy.
No, all I was saying is the last few events I've done that, and I've mixed them just with water, neat. I've mixed it weak a little bit.
Very weak.
If you go to if you go Tesco's, you can get like the plastic throwaway sample shot glasses.
Yeah.
And I've just got them. I've mixed it up in my bottle, and I've just put it out. And to be fair, I've done 3 events in the last couple of weeks. Took greens to every single one. Had 2 people say they didn't like it. All the rest of them just said, "Oh, I could drink that."
If you
and then I just advise to use juice at home. Yeah.
If you do it really weak, then people can't really taste it that much. And I just say to people, if they go, "Oh, is that quite weak?" I just go, "You just add more water to it." So you can have, as long as you have 2 scoops of greens, Doesn't matter how much water you're putting in, I don't think, does it?
Does anyone have
You
the
can
same
drink it in
problem
again.
with me where it just
You get
doesn't
used to it
dissolve?
anyway.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, it doesn't
when
dissolve
I'm
for me.
having to like
Keep stirring it, don't you?
You have to really, really stir it.
I'm necking it.
Lumpy.
Soil.
It's just like
It's gritty.
So actually you get a lump.
whereas
Right, the grain,
chocolate
get
the
all the grit
dry powder at the back of my throat, and obviously
Oh, yeah.
the thicker bits settle at the bottom. So I'm like whisking it as I'm necking it, trying to like get it all blend together, and it was just like bits of dry crap in my teeth and
Yeah,
stuff.
Get it
horrible.
in
Because I felt,
apple juice.
I feel like I'm spitting backy out. I was like,
That's exactly what it's like.
That's
I think it does
disgusting.
separate after so long anyway, doesn't it? I think it does separate, because that's why I didn't know whether to
Apple
pre-make
juice.
it in a bottle, or obviously shake it really well before I pour it into the glasses. But would you
yeah.
guys recommend just doing it with water then? Because I buy this tropical juice from Aldi, and I swear you can't even taste the greens in it at all.
You can't in apple juice. I give it to my boys in apple juice. You can't taste it at all. I don't think in any juice, can you?
I drink
So
it
The
in
thing with
apple.
mixing it at an event is if when they then get it at home, they're going to ring you and go, "That wasn't what I tried at the event." So at least if you let them try it straight and just say, you know, I mix mine in fruit juice at home and it's really quite nice, then they know to do it differently
Then
at home.
could we then put it in fruit juice and say we recommend you put it in your own personal drink?
I think just do whatever you
So, yeah, I
works
think
well
what,
for you.
Yeah, whatever you think you're comfortable with.
You know, Lucy, if it works well for you with water, do it with water. Becky, if you think you'd prefer to do it in juice, do it with juice. Then
just a
Do you
personal
not
preference.
really like it with water?
It's disgusting.
Do you
It's
not
vile.
really not like the water? I got really used to it. No, it's
No,
not.
I
It's
mean-
really nice.
The less toxic your body is, the more you tolerate the taste.
Yeah.
I quite like it. I do 4 scoops at a time in water.
I
Yeah,
look
see, it doesn't
forward to
bother me.
it every
Doesn't
day.
bother
I
me.
really,
Although
I
what I
really
would say
like it
is,
now. I'm really used to the taste.
I actually quite enjoy the taste now.
It makes me feel
I
sick.
do.
It doesn't bother me at all.
No,
but what
it's
I'm saying
nice.
is I made stuff in a container on Sunday. Was so hungover that I couldn't drink it. And then on Monday, I thought, oh, I'll just have that one that was in my bag from yesterday because it was in like it was vile. That, oh my good life, don't ever leave it for a day.
Have you not seen it in the morning? If you leave it overnight, it completely separates.
It does that within half an hour of me pouring it, Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh no, but honestly,
10
the
minutes.
colour difference in mine separated overnight.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
stirred
probably
it.
best that I don't actually
Oh
pre-make
my god, it was disgusting. Don't ever leave it overnight. That was disgusting.
So it's probably not best to make a bottle up then in the
No.
morning.
And if
Oh,
you're drinking
I would
it
see you
that
there and
day,
then too.
you're fine. But do
Yeah, I was
not-
going to say I'd make my own up, drink it throughout the day, and if someone wanted to sample it, then I'd
Yeah.
just tip it into the little shot glasses.
not the day after. Oh my
No.
good life.
So I could do it on the morning, it would last all day. Do you think?
Yeah, it lasts fine throughout the day. I've had it today in the same container and took it with me out for the day, and it was fine. But on Sunday, I just couldn't drink it because it really. I know it's meant to cure a hangover, but I couldn't stomach it.
Yeah.
How about if you just keep it in the bottle and when someone wants a sample, pour it out. But if you keep it in the bottle, then you can keep shaking it.
Shaking it,
To be
yeah.
separating.
Yeah.
And then when someone's interested, then just pour them a sample. So
Yeah,
they know
I
that
think
sample
so, definitely don't want
God knows
more
how long, and
samples.
you know you can keep shaking, mixing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Vicky. Obviously, because the amount of stuff that we're having to take, I'm going to take like a little suitcase. I'm guessing there's going to be room at the back of the stand to put that. Is there?
Under the table, because the table will have a tablecloth on. Yeah, we've got a tablecloth that'll be covering the front and the sides and the back.
It'll meet the floor, so there'll not be able to see any stock or anything.
So you'll just have to put them under there.
What's the parking situation I meant to ask?
That's where we've got the parking passes, but we only get 2 per day.
How do we get them? Because if we're just going to drive to the venue,
You've just got to go straight to the you just go in and park up. It's what you need. You need them for on the way out. You just got to go to the pass office, and then they'll give you the 2 passes. But
Right,
it
okay.
depends on how many of you are going on the Saturday. It's basically first come, first serve. Who gets there for the first two, unfortunately.
Well, Emma and I will probably go together because we're staying over the
Yeah.
night before anyway, so we'll go in one car.
Right. The other one is what Mel said is when you come out, you could drive out and someone could be waiting to come and get the other pass off you at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
to see how it works.
And just try and blag it. Just go into them and say, somebody took all the car parking passes home yesterday, so we've not got them. It's worth it, honestly. It's worth a try.
You get nothing without asking.
Yeah, it's all
I better get now.
That's it. But I'm gonna have to do a dash anyway.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
been
I've
nice
got to go to
being able
sleep.
to find out everything.
Gotta go.
If anyone needs
Gotta
anything,
go.
we're in the group
I'll
anyway.
speak to you on the right thread. Bye.
Bye.
All right, see you. Bye-bye.
But yeah, if anyone needs anything, we're in the group anyway. Okie
Yeah.
doke.
And I'll
But
Yeah,
thank you
so-
very much, Mel, for this.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Okay,
Mel. Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.